I feel everything that humankind has ever created is for one-time use. And that is really wrong in many ways.
Every object or material has a history. And when it is discarded, part of the information is there on top of the objects. Instead of completely hiding and covering, we can celebrate those things and make it part of the design. Hi, I'm Dhara.
I am Sonali and we are from Studio Alternatives. Today we are going to take you through the design of the blue house. Upcycling is our way of trying to arrive at some solution.
We have started working with container spaces using materials which are discarded to mainstream solutions. First thing was that how we can use these reclaimed materials into our interiors and design.
We are situated in a village called Arvi and we are in the outskirts of Pune. This is also where our studio is located. And right behind our studio, blue house is in a very small footprint. It's less than probably 1,000 square feet.
This is lot line, slightly lesser than 2-acre plot. One is the entrance road part. Then there is 2 different levels which are used for Studio Alternatives work. From here, the private zone starts, and in that, this is the location of blue house, and we have a water tank here.
We've located in such a way that it faces the east, where we see the rising sun and we see the valley all the time. And it's a fairly dry area because we have teak plantation all around us.
We always wanted to live away from the city, hustle bustle of the city, and a very quiet space. We were already working with container spaces. When it was time to decide for our own home, containers was the obvious choice for us. The containers are always in the sea. It connects me to the blue color, as well as Rajiv is a saturation diver, spends most of his time underwater, and blue has a very good meaning to him. That's why we decided to color the house blue, and the name came from there. This is the first placement of the container. We had not done any plinth making or any change in the contours which was there on the side. And when we built the second floor, it is completely made on top of the container and cantilevered, supported with a single column.
Container homes, like we said, we don't need destroy the soil and create a flattened land. So in this case also you can see we have used the foundation only for the pegs where the container rests. The entrance to this blue house is completely fabricated. We've used old container sheets for stairs. In some case, we have kadappa stone, and in a couple of places, we also have sleeper wood.
This was the originally L format, 2 containers joined. We had an openable deck, 3rd container storage added. Block of 16 feet by 16 feet was placed this way, giving a nice terrace. For us to make maximum number of openings in the wall was the most important thing that we did. And any given point, places where the movement is happening, you will see some of the outer space, and that makes it not feel like a very small or congested space. And in terms of placements, this first square space is a living area, which consists of 120 feet container which has living as well as a part of a kitchen. And where I'm sitting is another extended openable space which is out of the container, and it's made which can be closed if the house has to be moved. One container is dedicated to bedroom and a bath space. This is the passage connecting to the living space to the bedroom, but it's the most happening passage for us. This has a complete memory of all the years that Rajiv has served in Indian Navy. This is a sliding door which divides the living room from the bedroom if we need a privacy. If you see the flooring, it's a Jaisalmer stone all in kitchen and bedroom area. But this pattern has come from the uneven side of the each stone, how it comes with, and whatever the leftover negative space is filled with the chip from the Jaisalmer stone. Store area houses complete storage systems. And it also has a staircase which goes up to the second floor. That also is a storage. Additional bedroom that we created 5 years after the main construction of the house. This is constructed with discarded container doors on the south side. And north side we have all old doors and windows, and other two sides have glass. Here also we've used a lot of material which is reclaimed, including the doors, windows, even the bed which is made with the pieces of old bed which was my grandmother's bed. As a couple, we personally, both of us like to have our memories around us.
Being in the military, we experience a range of living spaces, right from bivouacs and trenches right up to large garment houses. For me, a house is where you are comfortable and your guests feel welcome. My favorite place is, of course, the room on top. It was a retirement gift from my wife.
Yeah, when we were constructing this, there was one tree which was on our way. So instead of getting rid of it, we gave the way to the tree. Daily morning, we have squirrels going up and down, which makes our day up. The project consists of containers, and this is the major material, which is cotton steel. Cotton steel is something which is also called as a slow rusting steel, and that gives us extensive long life of these projects. We have used thermocol pieces from packaging, which was sliced into the same thickness and put together between the cement sheet and container sheet. Roof is having inside tiles of clay tiles. Above that, mangrove tiles are all reclaimed from the neighboring house that were getting dismantled. One of the wall has a texture of chipboard, which we have retained it only with the polish of sealer. Our home is moved 4 times before it landed to the final destination point. So same way, after life also it can go somewhere else. Either it can become somebody else's home or it can become something else.
I think as we move on, lifestyle changes will come, and it will come in various ways. For example, you talk to a new generation person, they are not much into big investments and assets in that sense. So this can be a choice where you don't need to own a piece of land, but you can own a house which can be moved, or there are possibilities that can happen with that. We are always seeking peace in some form, but peace can be the present. So if you just wish to slow down with your everyday activities, so these little bits add up and it just makes your life peaceful and quiet.